What is up, my brothers and sisters in Christ? We have touched down in Dubai. I arrived 14 hours ago. I'm off 5 hours of sleep, caffeine, and love. And I'm here to talk to you about referral maxing. Now, referral maxing is a term that I am coining. It may exist out there, but I haven't heard it yet. There's looks maxing, there's other maxing. Now, in 2026, we want to ensure that we are building an absolute beast of an ecosystem of just clients getting referred to our B2B business. Now, if you don't know who I am, which you don't, because I have like 600 subscribers, I'm Jordan. I own a marketing firm. We do about 3 million to 4 million a year. I've been in the agency space for about 4 years, and I just want to share what's working and what we're doing internally so you can grow your own agency. So I have looked at my client churn rate the other day, like the whole sales tracking. We're booking about 150 to 300 calls a month, give or take. We're doing cold email and ads. That's where majority of our clients are coming from. I don't have a personal brand yet. But we also have a pretty significant referral base. It's definitely not booking us 250 calls a month, but it's booking us maybe 3 to 4 or 5 calls a month. And we looked at our churn rate in regards to every client that's left in 2025. And every client that was referred to us has a churn rate of 0. They have never left. Their LTV right now is theoretically forever. So if we get a client that's referred to us, we keep them forever. And so I thought to myself, why are we not doubling, tripling, quadrupling down on getting referrals? And what I did is I started digging, and if you get referred a client, you don't, like, I don't know what you're doing for outbound. I don't know how you're booking calls. But if you're doing cold email or you're doing ads, 80% of the sale is just convincing them that you know your shit. And then the other 20% is like the actual sales process, price, et cetera, et cetera. Now, with referrals, it's just 20% talking about the price. You don't have to convince them that you know your shit because the trust is already built and has been established from the person that's referring you that business. And that's why it's such a good relationship, is because you don't have to build that trust. It's already there. They're going to come to the call. Hey, John referred you guys. I really like working with John. So I'm trying to solve Google ads, meta ads, content, SEO, email, whatever you do. That's what we do. So let's talk numbers. Like, what does this look like? And it's the easiest sale you will ever get in your entire life. It's insanity. It's insanity. And they never leave because they're already a good business that's been referred. And hopefully you have a referral system where, you know, the people that are referring you business aren't going to refer you shitty clients, which you always have the right to say no. But if you build a good referral network, it's just going to be an ecosystem of good clients coming in. And so you're not going to book as many calls with referrals as you are with ads and emails. You don't want to try and fix what isn't broken. Definitely be doing ads, definitely be doing emails. But our churn is 0% with referrals. And I looked at that and I thought, what am I doing with my life? And so the move for 2026 is to be referral maxing. And so what I've done is I have looked into, so first of all, I joined a ton of groups. A lot of them are paid groups. A lot of them are groups where they vet you out, where they have to talk to your clients to make sure you guys are legit and you do a good service. And in there, I've met a ton of e-com SaaS companies, a ton of e-commerce agencies, 3PL partners, manufacturing partners, just services that aid in e-commerce growth. And what we do as of now is meta ads, content creation, Google ads. And what I mean by content creation is the ads themselves. We create the content to drive a higher ROAS. YouTube ads, we do SEO, we do Google. We have this super cool like GEO, AEO offer, which is crushing right now. And that's what we offer. What we don't offer, TikTok, at least for now, right? We're looking to bring this in-house. But for right now, TikTok Shop, Amazon. I fucking hate Amazon, by the way. I'm not going to learn that shit. And Jeff Bezos can fuck off with taking 20 to 25% with sales. But it's important. There are businesses that are doing 9 figures with Amazon and Amazon alone. So it's definitely a necessity. 3PL partners. If you can make the margin even better with where you're storing your products in 3PLs, that just makes the marketer's life a lot easier. Manufacturing partners. If your COGS and OPEX, or your COGS to build the product that you're selling costs you $25 per product, and we can introduce you to a manufacturer, or this guy can introduce you to a manufacturer that can turn that price of $25 per unit to $10 per unit, your margins have just shot up, right? And so what I want to do, and what you should be thinking about doing, is not how can I squeeze as much juice out of my clients as possible with all these different referrals, but how can I build this referral network where no matter what bottleneck my client is facing, I know a guy, I know a person, I have a solution that may not be in my wheelhouse that I could direct them to solve that particular bottleneck. And what's going to happen is two things. One, you're going to get a referral fee. And what we have is about a 10% to 20% referral month over month. So if they charge, for easy math, if they charge 1K and we get 20% of that, we would get 20% of 1K, which would be $200 month over month, as long as that client continues to work with that vendor. So that's number one. And number two, you're building trust with your clients even more so, and you become the go-to person. So if they have a question where it's like, hey, Jordan, I'm really trying to figure out Amazon. I've been trying to figure it out myself. I hired some freelancers. It's just not working. No worries. You need to talk to John, right? Or like, hey, my manufacturing costs are really starting to rise, especially with the tariffs that Trump dropped. Okay, no worries. Go talk with Mark. He'll get you set up. You become the go-to guy for any problem that your client is facing, which what happens? Your LTV skyrockets through the roof. Your clients will never leave, because if they do leave you, they lose access to all of these valuable resources that you've built up. Now, before you just join a group and talk to 100 agencies, SaaS services, vendors, etc., like, you need to do some vetting, because there's a lot of shitty agencies out there. There's a lot of bad SaaS products, and there's just a lot of people that are looking for a quick buck. And what you're doing when you refer somebody, or when somebody refers us, is they're risking their reputation. And that is huge. If I refer my client, who I've worked with for 3 years, to John, and John delivers a horrible service, that hurts my reputation. And now I am not the go-to person if a client has a particular problem that they need solved. So you have to ensure that the vendors, the SaaS products, the agency, whoever you're referring your clients to, actually deliver a solid service, because that is going to come back to bite you in the ass. It really, really is. And so I touched on this, but just to get a little bit more detail, one of my most affluent groups that I'm in, the owner he has to talk to 3 of your clients. And he asks them, hey, what's your experience been like working with Jordan? How's the team been? How have results been? Where did you start with this team? Where did you end with this team? Like, he almost interrogates your clients to make sure that everybody in that group is legitimate and they have good case studies and their clients actually like them. And so everybody in this group is already vetted, which is huge. But if you don't have access to something like that, or you're a relatively smaller agency, then I would just join Facebook groups. I would join school communities. I would buy cheap courses that have to do with other agencies or other services in the same sector, and just talk to people, network. People have this idea about competition, like, oh, you're another agency. Like, fuck that. I'm trying to be the best agency there is, which you should. You absolutely should. But the e-commerce space, and I guarantee your space, is a billion, if not low $trillion industry, and it's already growing, right? Unless you're doing newspaper ads or something that's not an industry that's growing or an industry that's dying, there is plenty of pie to be had, and it's okay to share. It's okay to share. So you're going to have to do some due diligence. This isn't a step 1 through 5 to find the best partners for you. You have to do some outreach. You have to make friends. People want to refer people to people they like. And you're going to have to make the effort to find people that are delivering a service to the same space that's different than yours, that's actually going to provide value to your clients. Our goal is to have 15 referral calls a month, where we check our calendar. We have 15 vendors refer us clients. And then our goal is to double that. So if they're referring us 15, we want to refer them 30. We want to go above and beyond to ensure that, oh my God, Carbon Box Media, which is my company, Carbon Box Media refers us 30 clients a month. Like, they're going to be my go-to guy whenever I talk to a client of my own that needs help with marketing, right? It's kind of shitty, but this is the way it is. It's very give and take. Like, if I referred somebody 10 clients and they referred me 1 client, then next month I would say, maybe I'm only going to refer them 5 clients. I'm going to lower it a little bit. And that's where your ego can get involved. And obviously be tactical about this, track this. But in the beginning, like I want to over deliver so much because we're learning how to referral maxing. This is a new thing that we're trying to do. But in the beginning, I want to over deliver so much that they almost feel guilty not referring me more business, right? That's sort of the key I want to go over here. And just if you're looking to refer people and you have a client list of, 15, 10, 5, 100, whatever it is, and you find a good vendor, why not reach out to your entire client base? Like every client that you have a good relationship with, why not refer them to this specific service that's going to help them grow their brand, right? So that's pretty much it. Anything else? I don't think so. What's a cool outro? Stay beautiful, stay sexy, keep hustling, keep grinding. 4 years ago, I was living in my mom's basement, which is the most cliche, like rags to riches ever. But it's true. I started this from nothing. And now I'm here in Dubai to meet the CEO that I hired that has a multi 6-figure salary, which is fucking insane. So listen to this or don't. I appreciate you being here. You're the man, you're the woman, whoever you are out there. Shoot me a DM on Instagram. Let's talk. I'm looking to build my network. If you offer a service we don't, let's connect. Let's refer each other business. All right. Have a good one. Peace.